What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Workers TCG. Today we have a Rosemon Deck Profile, so let's get right into it. For the Digiegg, I'm going to go ahead and run the Kokomon from EX4. It has the ESS your turn once per turn. When effects suspends one of your Digimon, draw one. So we do run a lot of the pieces that we've been running in Bloomlord and the old Rosemon, so suspending one of your Digimon to either reduce the Digivolution cost or play out one of your other Digimon. So this Digiegg helps out in the early game. Really getting those extra draws early so that you're able to really accelerate your play and get into the Digimon that you need to get into. So that's why I run that. Now on to the rookies. I'm going to go ahead and run 4 of the Palmon from BT10. So on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 card with Vegetation or Plant and one of its traits, and 1 card with Fairy and its traits among them to your hand. Place the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order. So this is a great searcher because it searches for your Rosemon and also all of your other vegetation and plant Digimon. So your Rosemon are fairy, and then also the Lilamon are fairy as well. So it searches out some of your level 5s and all of your level 6 and 7s. So definitely a great card to be running because you can be hitting 2 cards when you search this out. Then the next rookie that we run is going to be a Lilamon from BT13. On play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy in one of its traits, and 1 Yoshino among them to hand. Place the rest of the bottom deck in any order. So we do run 4 Yoshinos, and also almost all, if not all, of your Digimon are Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy. So being able to grab whatever pieces that you are missing is fantastic in this deck. And also has the ESS your turn once per turn. When this Digimon would Digivolve, if you have a green tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. So being able to go into your higher level Digimon for cheap is going to really help this deck accelerate, and you're being able to do so much more during your turn. Then onto the next rookie. It's going to be 2 Terriermons from BT3. It has the effect all turns. Your opponent can't gain memory except with tamer effects. So I do stand corrected. This is the only non-vegetation plant or fairy Digimon, but it's a staple in many green decks. So that's why we run it. Stopping your opponent from gaining memory definitely is going to help you in the long run. And then the final rookie that we run, it is a very slim lineup for rookies, but this is Pomon from EX3. Your turn when effect suspends this Digimon, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. So again, there are a decent amount of effects that do suspend your own Digimon. So being able to suspend this and then suspend one of your opponent's Digimon is definitely going to help you out, either taking them out or slowing them down, or not allowing them to block your swings. So that's why I run the Pomon still. I don't run the new Palmon. You definitely can swap it in here for any of the pieces that I showed, but I just prefer having the searching and the other utility cards. Now on to the level 4s. I'm going to go ahead and run 4 of the Sunflowmon from BT13. So it has the main effect: by suspending this Digimon, one of your Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with Fairy in one of its traits in the hand for Digivolution cost. When it would Digivolve by this effect, reduce the Digivolution cost by 2. So if you have this out on the field, you can go ahead and suspend this and go into the Lilamon for pretty much a Digivolution cost of 3, Digivolution cost of 1. Or if you have another stack that's already at a level 5, you can suspend this, go into a Rosemon for a Digivolution cost of 1. So again, being able to go up into your pieces much cheaper. And this works really well with the Kokomon, getting an extra draw. And it also has the ESS your turn once per turn. When this Digimon would Digivolve, if you have a green tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. So similar to the Lilamon, being able to Digivolve into your taller pieces for cheaper is always going to help. The next level 4 that I run is going to be the Sunflowmon from BT10. So when Digivolving, by suspending one of your green Digimon, so it doesn't say this Digimon, you may play 1 Digimon card with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy in one of its traits and 3000 DP or less from your hand without paying its play cost. So this is going to go for any of your level 4s and all of your level 3s. So pretty much all of them are going to be Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy and with a DP of 3000 or less, besides the Terriermon, of course. So being able to get more pieces out pretty much flood your board for either extra swings or just having other bodies on your field is really useful. Then your turn once per turn. When effect suspends one of your Digimon, draw one. So again, gaining extra draw from suspending one of your own Digimon is very useful, getting extra cards in your hand, finding the key pieces that you need. Then the final level 4 that we run is going to be Togemon from BT14. Is the effect your turn once per turn when you would play a green tamer card from your hand. By suspending one of your green Digimon, reduce the play cost by 3. So the Yoshinobu is a 4 play cost, so being able to suspend this, you can play a Yoshino for 1. And then we do run the 3 cost Mimis in this deck, so being able to play those out for free is super useful. Then it has the ESS your turn once per turn. When this Digimon will Digivolve, if you have Green Tamer, reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. So exactly like the other effects, being able to go into your stacks for cheap is very useful. Now onto the level 5s. Because this is a Rosemon deck profile, I do run 4 of the Lilamons because I want to see the Yoshinos out on the field, and being able to play them out for free is extremely useful. So that's this card's effect. When Digivolving, you can play one Yoshino from your hand without paying the cost. And so even if you have a Yoshino out on the field already, you can Digivolve into this and play out yet another. So being able to go into your burst mode for free once you get there. So again, I run this at 4 because I want to be able to play out my Yoshinos for free. Then also, while your opponent has a suspended Digimon, this Digimon gains security attack +1. It's really hard to get extra aggression in this deck, so having that extra security definitely helps a lot. So that's why I run it at 4. Definitely want to be seeing this card. The next level 5 that I run is going to be Agitarimon from BT10. It has the main effect once per turn. By suspending one of your green Digimon, you may play one Digimon card with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy in one of its traits and 3000 TP or less from your hand without paying its play cost. So again, this allows you to play any of your level 4s and any of your level 3s besides the Terriermon, getting extra bodies on the field for either more suspending effects, playing out more of your Digimon, and also your turn once per turn. When effect suspends one of your Digimon, gain a memory. So definitely a solid card to be running. And then the final level 5 that I run is Blossomon from BT13. It has Vegetation in its traits and then also Digivolves 3. So really cheap to go into, and because it's vegetation, you'll be able to search it out with all of your searching cards. That's why I run this instead of the Angormon. Now onto the Rosemons. I run 3 of the Rosemon from BT13 as the effect when Digivolving. By suspending one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers, unsuspend this Digimon, then all turns once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon or Tamer becomes suspended, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. So when you do Digivolve into this, you're going to suspend one of their pieces, and then because you suspend something, you get to suspend another of their Digimon or Tamers, and also being able to unsuspend, because a lot of effects are going to make your Digimon suspend, so being able to go into this and unsuspend and then go into your burst mode is very useful. So but I run this at 3. It's not the better of the Rosemon, but definitely a good card to run in this Rosemon deck. Then the main Rosemon that you want to be seeing, it's Rosemon from BT14. So I run 3 because I only have 3 copies. I would definitely recommend running this at 4 and maybe dropping the other Rosemon or dropping one of your other Digimon or Tamers or option cards. But it has the when Digivolving and when attacking effect. Suspend one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers. Then when an effect suspends a Digimon or Tamer, you may unsuspend this this Digimon. So that's a whole separate effect, your turn once per turn. So again, this, like the other, you can Digivolve into this, suspend one of their pieces, and even if this is suspended, because you suspended one of their Digimon or Tamers, you can go ahead and unsuspend, and then go ahead and swing. And then since the when Digivolving and when attacking isn't once per turn, you can pretty much suspend another piece, or just Digivolve into this to unsuspend and then go into your burst mode. But this is definitely the one you want to be seeing, and like I mentioned, you can definitely bump that up to 4. Then finally, I decided to go with the burst modes, 3 of them from BT13. So again, you can return one of your Yoshinos out on the field to burst Digivolve into this for free, and just remember that you are trashing this Digimon top card at the end of turn. And then when Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and one of their Tamers. until the end of your opponent's turn, all of their Digimon and Tamers don't unsuspend, so it's really, really good for stunning your opponent's field. Then when attacking, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack for every 2 of your opponent's suspended Digimon or Tamers. So if they decide to go really wide or they have a lot of Tamers, it really punishes them, especially late game if you've already been chipping away at their security. So if they have a couple security left, Digivolve into this, suspend some of their pieces, and then go ahead and pop the rest of their security. So definitely useful. You can run the Quartzmon instead, but I decided since it's a Rosemon deck, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the Rosemon burst modes. Then onto the Tamers. As mentioned before, I run 2 of the Mimis from BT14. It has the on play reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy, and one of his traits among them to your hand. Return the rest to the bottom of your deck. Then your turn, when an effect suspends a Digimon, by suspending this Tamer, gain a memory. So this is for any Digimon, your Digimon or your opponent's Digimon. So you do a lot of suspending of your opponent's Digimon with your Rosemon, and also a lot of your own suspending with your lower level Digimon. So very useful for gaining that extra memory, and also a great searcher. And this can be played out for free with your Togemons. So that's why I run it at 2. Then I go ahead and run 4 of the Yoshinos. It's a memory setter, so if you have 2 or fewer memories, set it to 3. Then your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into a Digimon with Vegetation, Plant, or Fairy, by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. So again, allowing you to go up into your stack much cheaper is super useful. And also, you definitely want to be seeing this if you're going into your burst mode, to be able to go into burst mode for free. Now onto the option cards. Because this is a green deck, you definitely want to be running Hidden Potential. That way you can go into your burst mode without burst digivolving, and then your burst mode just sticks on the field pretty much for free, since your burst mode is a 5 cost to digivolve. So again, pretty much a key piece you want to be running in any of your green decks. Then for removal, I run 2 of the Grandel Sol. So when you would use this card, if you have 2 or more suspended green Digimon in play, reduce the cost by 2. So you're able to play this for play cost of 6 if you do have 2 suspended Digimon, which usually happens because you suspend your Digimon by your own effects. And then also main suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then return 1 of your opponent's suspended Digimon to the bottom of its owner's deck. So again, really good for removal. And then finally, for searching, the agility training, the main, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck, add 1 green card among them to your hand, return the rest to the bottom of your deck in any order. So this allows you to pick not only Digimon but Tamers and option cards as well. And also the main delay effect. One of your Digimon may digivolve into a green Digimon card in your hand for its evolution cost. When you digivolve by this effect, reduce the cost by 2. So again, once again, being able to go into your stacks much cheaper is going to help you out, extend your turn, and do all the things that you need to do before passing it over to your opponent. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what I should add or change, and hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you in the next one.